Hi, I'm Veronica, the Math and Science Student Learning Coordinator in the Student Learning and Transitions Department here at Nipissing. Today I'm going to talk about how to use your calculator. Okay, so let's take a look at how to use your calculator. So exponents that are 2, that means you're squaring a value. You're going to look for your x squared button on your calculator. And you can see I've pointed them out on several different versions. So you'll see in words I have 8 squared equals 64. In math, if you're writing it down, 8 exponent 2 equals 64. 8 squared equals 64. On the calculator, you're going to hit 8, your x squared button, your equals, and you should get 64. So try that on your calculator. So some calculators may be only set to 2 decimals. Thus the answer will show up like this. So I want you to try 0.08 squared. Okay. And if the answer shows up as 6.4 times 10 to the negative 3, okay, what that means is you need to move the decimal over 1, 2, 3 places. So really the answer is 0.0064. Okay, so you'll have to change your answer to be reading properly. Now you can increase the decimals on your calculator. So you'll go into your search engine and type in how to increase decimals on the calculator along with the make and model of your calculator. So I have an example here, the TIB A11 Plus, change the number of decimal places. Okay. What if you have an exponent that's larger than 2? So say it's 8 to the exponent 3 or 8 cubed. You're going to need one of these buttons, okay? You see I've marked them in different places where they are on the calculator. Look for one of these, okay? So you're going to hit 8, then you're going to hit your exponent button, depending on what it looks like, one of these 3. Then you'll hit 3, so this is 8 exponent 3, and then hit the equals, you should get 512. Try that on your calculator. Square rooting, that's the opposite of squaring, square rooting. So find your radical sign, your square root sign, okay? Here are several different versions. Here they're just lower key buttons. Here the square rooting button is just above the x squared, okay? When it's above like that, you're going to need your shift or your second function button. You can see here's your second. They're always kind of up here on the left, the shift or the second function. So let's try this. You're going to hit second function, your square root sign, enter 64, hit equals, and you should get 8. If you don't require the shift or the second function button, then you're just going to hit your square root sign, 64, enter 64, hit equals, and you should get 8. Now try that on your calculator. Okay, so now you're in a statistics program, okay? Statistics course, sorry. And you need your probability buttons. Okay, so here we're going to just try it with NCR. So your NCR button is either above the 5, the divide sign, the probability, or it might be a button to its own. So locate your NCR. You may need to use the shift button depending on your calculator. So let's try this. So if you have a shift one, you're going to do 8, hit your shift or your second function, hit your NCR button, hit 2, hit the equal sign, and you should get 28. Okay, so 8, choose 2. This is for probabilities. It's finding the total number of combinations when order doesn't matter. Now, if you have a PRB button, then you're going to be looking for your 8. You're going to hit your PRB. You're going to scroll right, and you can see here, here's that NPR, NCR, and your factorial sign. Scroll until you get to the NCR is being underlined. Hit enter. Now hit your 2, hit equals, and you should get 28. Okay, so this slide here works for your NPR button. That's when you're finding the total number of combination and order matters. Okay, and there's no repetition in NCR either. Okay, and this also works for your factorial button the same way. Okay, so if you're on the Texas Instrument, here's your factorial button. If you're on the other calculators, I kind of showed you in an earlier slide where the exclamation marks. Here's the exclamation mark on this one. Exclamation mark on this one, you'll have to scroll over. And on this one, I think it's hidden by, yeah, this thing is over top of it, I think. Okay. Okay, that brings us to the end of this video. I didn't show you many operations. I showed you some of the most important ones, but clearly there are a lot more. So for example, if you need to learn how to do fractions on your calculator, and this will be very different depending on the calculator you have, go to your search engine and Google or search for how to use your specific calculator. Type in the make and the model and the math operation you want. So I want to learn how to do fractions on my Casio. Okay, once you do that, you'll see that there will be videos related to how to use your calculator in that fashion. So that is the end of our video. Thank you for joining us at Nipissing University and our student learning transition videos. And take care.